Hey guys, Sunday, April the 28th of 2024, market recaps. Without any further delay, let's get into it. This is the Fear and Greed Index from CNNBC. A year ago, we were at 52. A month ago, we were at 67. A week ago, we were at 32. Somewhere around here. And previous close was 40. We had 42 right now, but we are a little concerned. Looking at the uranium futures, UX2, you can see that we were hovering around 89.50-ish for like the last, you could say, couple of days. Having a tough time trying to take out 90.95 for a buy signal. And it pulled back, making a low around 86 and kind of like an inside bar hovering around 87.35. You can look at the uranium futures, you can see 106 was an issue. You made a low around 83.10 and just kind of going sideways. Coal kind of pulling back a little bit. It was from the highs around 121, even as high as 122 the beginning of the month, but now kind of getting a little retrace. Let's see if this is going to continue, or we're going to retest this high and push higher to at least kiss 138. Let's go into the index. Interesting, we have an inside week. So for those that trade the S&P, the NASDAQ, pretty much all these indices right here, I would suggest putting putting alerts on last week highs and lows. So you're either going to break out to the upside or break down to the downside. There's a lot of news coming out this week, so it's going to be interesting. The NASDAQ has inside, S&P inside, so that means like alerts on the top and the bottom. I was short in the Russell. That played out. I got out at the right time, and now I'm just watching. But I have alerts at the bottom and at the top. Maybe I probably will put alert over here in this area right there instead of this low. And the same thing with the Dow Jones, the Nikkei, the Euro. All of these should just have alerts, and it looks like the Euro and the DAX are a little stronger. They're more on the upper side of the weekly candle. And the VIX took out its low from the previous week. It was pulling back down. So that's pretty much it. So that's a strategy to see what happens. Wherever it's going to go, you're going to get an alert and see if there's follow through, and then just jump in. If it's going to go up to retest highs or more downside. Energy sector, inside weekly bar, same thing. Put alerts. RBOB, same thing. Put alerts on all of these. Put alerts. Well, not heating oil. Heating oil is just chop flex. Maybe you could put an alert around 250 to see if it breaks lower. But I'm talking about crude, RBOB, oil Brent. Natural gas got a pop. Hopefully I can make a video after this one. A little quick one. Just kind of showing you on the master chart with the geometry. What I'm noticing there. Got this pop to $2, and it was a change of contract, so not to be excited, but that's what the price action is showing there. And ethanol just kind of going sideways at $1.65. Bonds looking like they're getting an undecided candle here, dojis, so maybe it could turn here. We'll see, but so far going down. Softs, cocoa, another, I can't trade it, but for those that could trade it, I would put alerts on that high and last week's low. Cotton, looks like it's finding a support here at 80. So you can put an alert there, see if it's going to push lower or if it's, going to take out that high and maybe, retrace. Orange juice is just, consolidating, just sideways price action. Coffee would be one I would like to put an alert on to see if it's going to push higher or it's going to push lower. Lumber is retracing here. This would be a nice little alert to see if it's going to, retest, continue going higher, or just kind of go sideways here. Sugar took out the low. See the monthly. Yeah. So sugar's pushing low. It looks like it may want to go down to this level right here. Right there. Yeah, you can see kind. Let's go to the metals for those that trade gold. Let's see. Let's open this up a little bit. So I had a forecast for gold to pull back until like the last week of April. So far, that's playing out. But if we take out these lows right here, it might go down all the way to like June, July. I can't remember. I know it was the month with the J, so I don't know if it's June or July, but keep a watch on that. Maybe it's going to retest this high and maybe push higher. But if you take out that low, maybe the June, July will play out for a possible swing low on gold. But so far, it pulled back and it took out 2 weeks. It's going to be tough to take out this low. I mean, you're going to have to push all the way down here. So let's see if that's going to play out. But I think it might probably, might turn here, but too early to tell of all the new stuff that's going to be coming out this week. Same thing with silver. It took out 2 weeks back. This is going to be a tough nut to crack. You got a lot of support here. So, the path of least resistance is probably up. But just watch price action on the daily. Copper breaking out. I'm long copper, so I'm playing this one. So far, looking good. Let's look at the monthly on copper. Target of $5 in that range. So I'm long copper. Palladium, it's getting weak. I'm still not long, but I still have it on my radar. I want to see if Palladium is working on what I do here. If it's working on testing this low and see if there's a fail new low. So something like this, and then from here bounce. But I know the cycles are, turning and they're pointing up. I haven't looked at the cycles in a while, but that's the last thing I remember doing the video, or at least watching the chart. But I still have it on my radar. Platinum, kind of same thing, pulling back, took out this low, back into this consolidation pattern or this congestion right here. So nothing really too excited. The exciting ones are silver, gold. Copper's probably the best one. As you can see, these guys pull back. Copper's just chugging along. So good for trading pullbacks on copper if you can. Live cattle, it's like, ABC. So failed new high, pulled back, but not a new low. And it's, this is a weekly. So still, this will probably be the game. Put alerts on these two candles right here and see what happens. If it breaks out to test 190 and maybe push higher, or a head fake, kiss 170 and push and test this one. So that way you don't get chopped out. Just put alerts on those two highs. Put alert on a high on this one, the 260, to see if it wants to test that high. But if it has another failed attempt, you just got to trade or have the alerts where it trigger, where chances are it might probably go test this low. So alerts here and alerts here. You don't want to be here. This is where you get stuck. Lean hog, nothing really going on there. Grains, I am long. Let's close this up a little bit. I don't know why this does that. There we go. I am long wheat. I put that out as a trading thought, and I was telling you guys watch corn and watch wheat. I decided to go on wheat. I had better price action, and I had more statistics and analysis I was developing. So I'm long wheat. I'm looking for 650. Corn has potential to go to at least 500, but we'll see. I'm looking at the weekly, but wheat is the one that's moving. Soybeans just kind of consolidating. Soybean meal. Oats, nothing really going on. You just probably set alerts. Rice was got a nice little pop, but now stalling at 19. I'll probably put an alert here to see if it wants to push higher. I don't know what the issues are, you know, with rice in the Asia countries. I was reading something about India and something about rice, so we'll see. I don't know, maybe it calmed down and now it might retrace. Soy consolidating. Wheat is probably the best trade for the grains. Canola just sideways. And currencies, the dollar just kind of stuck at 105. I think it wants to kiss like 106 ish around there. And what's interesting is that all the cycles are pointing down on the dollar, which is amazing. And it's just still chucking along. You can see the yen pushing lower. Everybody else is just kind of like stuck, waiting to see what the dollar is. So maybe we get some movement in the dollar this week. But it's just congested. I mean, you get this big range from like 100 all the way to 105, and it's just chop. You have to probably put the monthly. You can see that if you could take out 106, you're obviously going to go and kiss 114. So just kind of pull back and just consolidate it for like a whole year. It looks like this year and wants to like now push higher. And gold is still pushing higher. So you got two guys that normally go inverse. So let's see how that's going to play out. Other than that, I think dollar's still important on currencies. Wheat is the play. Maybe second corn. Maybe rough rice too. You got that $20. Could probably push higher. Live cattle. These are the ones I would probably watch alerts for either a breakout or a breakdown. Metals, watch gold. You have to put the monthly. It's pretty much gold, silver, and copper. Copper probably getting more priority. This $5 would probably be a great target to lock in to the upside. Cocoa, put alerts to see if they're going to break down from this parabolic move. Cotton, just a head fake back down. So pretty much cocoa from all of these, and maybe sugar for even lower price action. Now that it broke out, it took out 20. Bonds, looks like it's pulling down. I don't know, maybe a fail new low on all of these, or maybe more to come. But I will put an alert down there to see if it gets down there and then holds. And if it holds and turns around, maybe trade that. Energy, just back in chop fest. Not really too much going on. Can't take out the 90. And RBOB stalling here at almost kiss 3. Heating oil just chop. Natural gas, I'll be working on a video after this one. And the indices, a lot of action going on here. I would put alerts on all these lows. You see, you took out 2 months back on some of these, like the Nasdaq. You took out S&P's a little stronger. It only just took out one low from previous month. Dow Jones took out 2 months. Russell took out 2. It took out one, and the VIX is pulling in. So these are the guys I would watch. I would probably trade this guy better because this guy moves quicker. And it has more volatility. The strongest one is probably the S&P. Nasdaq moves pretty good too. And the Dow Jones also moves pretty good. I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on Market Recap.